Alright, let's just do this. Try and make it under like 15 minutes because I gotta sleep. It's way too damn late. Hi, my name is Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm the college student who's been sitting down with all the families in the Yellow County School District, showing some educational resources from high schoolers down to toddlers. Not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook yet, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the causes who want to stop by for a minute. I showed to 35 families every single day, so only get a few minutes with each one. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here be better for you? No worries, I guess you haven't heard about me. Like I said, my name is Oscar. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University. This is my summer internship. I've had a lot of fun sitting down with all the families, showing them our educational websites, apps, and books. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the causes picked up. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. And everyone's been super nice as long as I don't take up too much of their time. I can show you right out here. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Beth? Just to be clear, Beth, I'm not at the schools at all, and I don't have anything you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University, and I study computer engineering. This summer, I'm doing this internship to help pay my way through school. The plan is to be debt-free by the time I graduate. Yeah, it's actually my second week here in Pennsylvania. It's been awesome sitting down with all the families, showing them our educational websites, apps, and books. Yeah, educational websites, apps, and educational resources and leadership program. This summer, I get to help kids learn their ABCs up through ACT, SAT prep, and in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and help pay for school. The plan is to be debt-free by the time I graduate. Isn't that neat? Awesome. Yeah, so our system is a combination of educational websites, apps, and leadership program because most families feels it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Most families pick it up to help their kids get better grades in school or to save time on studying. Some of the families who have picked it up might include the Johnsons, the Sugars, the Rays. Yeah, they're all super awesome people. And I'm sure you love it, but I've come to find it normally goes by quicker if I show the kids. Because they're the ones that are going to be using it. And at the end of they're the ones that are going to be using it. And it's no need to buy anything if the kids aren't going to be using it, right? Yeah, so if the kids aren't going to be using it, right? Yeah, so can you grab the kids and dad? Awesome. Can you grab the kids and dad? Awesome. Yeah, so so Billy, hi, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. I did catch your name. It's Billy. Yeah, I'm a college student from North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school? No? Yeah, well, this summer I'm going to be sitting down with all your friends, sitting down with all the families in the Yellow County School District, showing them some super cool stuff for school. Don't worry, it's nothing extra you have to get. It's not extra work that you have to do, nor are you going to get shipped off to anywhere. It's just a super huge time saver. Right? Isn't that neat? Now, as I'm showing it to you, you can let your mom and I know if this is something you think could be useful. Deal? Awesome. Now, what grade are you going to? 6th grade? Oh, I think we have some mutual friends. Do you do any sports, extracurricular activities, or anything outside of school? Awesome. Okay. And what would you say is your best class in school? Okay. What class would you say takes the most time? What class would you say takes the most time and gives you the most? Yeah, what class would you say takes the most time and you need the most energy to get the grades you want? Awesome. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a gander at that. But I do show this, but I do want to make it clear again, this is nothing that you have to get. My job is to find a need is to help find families' needs and then fulfill them needs by helping them with education. My job this summer is to find families, help them with their educational needs, not just to sell stuff. So if you like it and you think you're going to use it a lot and that'll be helpful, great, pick it up. But at the same, pick it up, and I'll help you pick it up, like I have for a lot of other families. But at the same time, if you don't like it, that's perfectly okay too. That make sense? Awesome. And also, since my job is to show it to over 3,000 different families this summer, I only get to show it to each family one time, just due to efficiency. So if you like it, great. That's a big yes. And if you don't like it, great. That's a big no. The only one thing I do ask though, since I show this to so many different families every day, I only get to show it to each family one time. Is it fair of me to ask you to shoot me straight one way or the other? Awesome. So there's a few reasons why everyone's been picking this up. The first is that a lot of moms and dads want to be involved in their kids' education, but a lot of times when they try to help out, it's a little tricky because they either forgot it, never had it, or a lot of changed since they last had it. Right? Sound familiar? Now notice here. Notice here how it has both the old method 1 and the new method 2. We actually do that to help parents and kids reference each other super well at home. And the apps and websites work really well with the book in the sense that they get over 4,000 different videos, all based on the contents of this book, along with multiple different quizzes and worksheets, so they can get practice at home. Right? Now, Billy, you ever notice how you go to class, you get one or two, you just go to class, and then you notice that whenever you're doing homework, the last few problems are always way harder than the rest? Check this out. Instead of 1 or 2 problems, which is what you might get in class, you actually get anywhere from 5 to 15 different examples, all put together in one spot. And if you go to the app and actually search the page number, a lot of the videos for each of these examples are in the app, and you'll actually get a teacher of a video breaking down that exact example on that exact page, step by step by step. It just gives you a lot of ways to look at the content and learn it. Now, the second reason is time. Parents are super busy with sports, activities, and work. And Google's really good for research, projects, and papers, but when it comes to day-to-day schoolwork, it's hard to find what you're looking for, know it's accurate, and really know it's useful. For instance, in history, what do you usually have to remember? Peoples, places, dates, times, and events, right? Now, wouldn't it be super helpful if instead of having to dig through a 40-page chapter book to find everything you need, you actually have everything broken down to you with chronological timelines all together in one spot? And after the timelines that break down everything from the eagle's eye view, you actually get a more detailed explanation of all the different events right after the timeline. Isn't that neat? The third reason that most families tell me education is important is because they want to see their kids have the best opportunities. Now, whether your student needs a little bit of extra help to keep up and catch up, or they're a straight-A student and want to advance at their own rate, there's plenty of help for everybody. Now, if you go to page 652 in the English and Language Arts section of the book, you actually get all your different parts of speech, rules of punctuation, and conjugation of verbs all together in one spot with multiple different examples. Things like, what's a preposition? What's an abstract? It says, what's a complex and compound versus complex sentence? Fanboys, nouns, verbs, adjectives. All of that is thrown together in one spot, so you actually have a super in-depth view. So you have way more opportunities. All that's thrown together in one spot to make it easy for you to access and to reflect on and reference at home. And to make it easy for you to reference at home when you're going through it, right? And for the students that are straight A's, and for the students that get straight A's and want to advance their own rate, there's also a super cool part in our chemistry book where we actually break down the periodic table of elements. So not only do we break down the elements, alphabetize them. And not only do we alphabetize them, we actually break down all their different properties and give a great explanation on each element all together in one spot. So instead of it just giving you what the elements are and what their atomic numbers are, you actually get a description of where they're used, where they're found, what their properties are, and more numbers that you might need to know when you're doing chemistry problems. Isn't that neat? And speaking of, you actually get chemistry problems. Like how to balance equations, different examples, solutions, historical figures that are super important in finding it. There's lots of information to reference beyond what's being taught in the classroom. Lots of cool information to reference beyond what's being taught in the classroom. Now, lastly, Ms. Jones, like I mentioned earlier, we also have our leadership development program, because most families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to excel in life. Now, our system teaches students social, interpersonal skills and success habits, things like teamwork, goal setting, having a good attitude, having a good schedule. All things are going to be used later on in life. Like, Ms. Jones, I'm sure you understand the importance of goal setting, right? Wouldn't it be helpful? Goal setting, right? Wouldn't it be helpful? Right? Goal setting, right? Now, did you know that most students don't actually get taught the proper way to set goals and how to do it? Yeah, so there's a super cool thing called the 7-step method. 7-step method that breaks down all your goals into 7 simple steps. When you accomplish these 7 simple steps, you drastically increase your likelihood of achieving that goal. Everything is super self-paced, and through completion, you get certificates, letters, and recommendations, both of which look really good on college applications and resumes for job applications. Now, the most important part of the LEAD program is the interpersonal mentorship, where somebody like me who has done this program and is actively applying all the lessons that we learn daily actually gets to coach different students and act as a personal life coach and accountability partner for everything that's going on in their life. So that way they don't just learn about the material, but they also learn how they can apply it in their daily lives. Isn't that neat? Because nothing's really useful, because nothing you know is useful until you use it, right? Just to sum it up, we have a cool set of books that covers everything from where they are now up until when they graduate. For math, we have algebra, geometry, trigonometry, statistics, calculus, and everything in between up until when they graduate. For science, you have biology, chemistry, earth science, space science, ecology, and even physics. For science, for social languages, we cover history, government, economics, geography, grammar, writing, and literature. For topic sources, for research for different projects, and for honors and AP courses that they'll be taking in high school to get the credits that they want, to get the college credits that they want. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? Isn't that the best set of books you ever seen? Boy, wouldn't these have been helpful back when we were in school? You can probably see why a lot of families have been picking these up. Now, a lot of families have been picking these up. And I think one of the main reasons why so many families have picked this up is because most families see education as an investment. I think the reason why I've been so successful with some is because of the price. Most families see education as an investment. When you think investment, you think huge numbers. Like, I know from personal experience, a college textbook can be anywhere from $300 to $400, times 5 or 6 different courses per semester. Even the college board recommends budgeting anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 just on textbook and supplies. A personal private tutor can be anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour. A learning center like Mathnasium, Kumon, or Sullivan can be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. And a lot of parents invest in that because a lot of parents see the value in education. Now, I think the reason over 1 million families have picked this up in the last 10 years because it's practical, user-friendly, and instead of it being $2,000 to $2,500 or even $3,000, which is what you might expect from a set of books that covers everything from where they are now up until when they graduate, it's actually just 4 payments of $250. That's not bad. It's actually just 4 payments of $250. That's not bad. $250. That's not bad, right? Now, the cool thing about the apps and websites is that they're $24.95 a month. That's less than $1 a day. That's less than a trip to Wendy's. When I was catching up with the Jennings family, they were telling me how they spend way more than that on their vacations, video games, tablets, sports equipment, and just at the fast food drive-thru annually. So when they heard about this, they really saw it as a small investment in their kids' future. Because if there's one thing you can't take away from the kids, it's a great education. Now, what families really like about the way I do business is I take orders today. You get access to the websites and apps today. And at the end of it all, and and I'm able to work something out with everybody. So there's over three. So there's three different ways to invest in your children's education. Now you could be like the Thompson family who broke down and who decides to pay everything all at once. That's what most families do. So they don't have to worry about it by the end of the summer. You could be like the Johnson family who broke it up into two payments, one now and then one at the end of the month. Or you could be like the Frederick family who broke everything down and who said, Oscar, we want it. Oscar, we love it, we want it, but right now we have to make it fit within our budget, and we'd rather break it down into 3 or 4 payments. And honestly, I don't really mind. Whatever works best for you. And the cool thing about the LEAD program is it's $99 a month, which is, and the cool thing about the LEAD program is you get a mentor that actually acts as like a personal life coach and accountability partner. Life coaches cost anywhere from $600 to $700 per session. So families are typically surprised to find that. Families are typically surprised to find that. For a personal mentor, for a system that helps you be, for a system that's designed to help you achieve your goals and teach a lot of life skills and interpersonal skills, along with the mentorship program that actually has people holding you accountable and coaching you. Families say something like that could be like $800 or $900 a month, but it's really only $100 a month. That's not bad. That's not bad, right? Now, that's not bad. Now, in order for me to do a proper service to each family, I like to make sure that I'm able to contact each family throughout the summer. What would be your email? Okay, so your first name, last name. Okay, email, all that.